We're going to start with 158, and then we'll go to 144. So 158 is dead center, 144 is on my left.
I've been looking forward to this all evening, this street. I don't know which to put down. Excuse me. Bit disrespectful to put this down just yet.
Enjoy your champagne. Congratulations. Hi.
Hi.
Lisa Bernhardt from Fox News. I'm curious to know, would you have taken this role were Katharine Hepburn still alive?
Yes. Well, she was when I accepted it, and unfortunately, she passed away just as I was getting on the plane to start rehearsals. So I had asked, was it possible if I, could meet her? But I was aware that she was very ill, so I was, very sensitive not to be pushy about it.
What were you thinking about what she would have thought about your performance?
Well, her family and close friends have been very generous with me, Cynthia McFadden and the Kramers and Scott Berg. So, they seem pleased and have said that she would be pleased, so I believe them.
147 on my left, and then we'll go back to 266 back on my right.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
Obviously, the gloves worked. Can you tell us how you got them, and are you going to be a bit more superstitious from that?
Oh, no, isn't it dreadful? Cynthia McFadden gave them to me, which was incredibly generous, and also a huge compliment. So I could only fit one into my purse. I had this ridiculously small purse, so I had one glove. So.
And is the idea of the look tonight vintage Hollywood?
I don't know. I didn't think about it as a look. I just loved the dress. Mr. Valentino made it for me.
266 back here, and then we'll go to 36 on my left.
Over here, Kate. G'day, how's it going?
G'day, I'm good.
Adam Richard from 1019 The Fox. Just wondering, in accepting a role like this of Katharine Hepburn, who's obviously a fascinating individual, how much was the chance to play dress-ups at the front of your mind?
I'm always playing dress-ups. And I through high school, I was always in men's clothes. That was what I went to Vintage Store to buy, men's suits. And I don't know whether it was necessarily inspired by Hepburn, but I definitely, when I was playing her, I felt more at home in the suits and the dresses.
Yeah.
But she rarely showed up to these events, and I think that the year she did, she was in men's dungarees. So I think ultimately our aesthetic is quite different.
Well, you look absolutely gorgeous tonight as well.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime, love, anytime.
36 in the back, and then down in the front.
Yeah, hi, Kate, over here.
Over here?
To your left.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Nick Paps from News Limited Australia. Kate, can you tell us how you felt, what was going through your head when they called your name?
Nothing. I went really blank. I think I'm still in shock. Because so not a lot, just don't trip, probably.
What does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? Coming from the Academy, it means an enormous amount. I said that they're so not only intimately acquainted with her work, but so many of the people in the Academy actually worked with her or knew her. And so having tried to sort of pay an homage to her work whilst also elucidate who she was as a human being, to have that recognised, the impossible nature of the task, in that you can't please everyone when you're playing everyone's favourite actress, means an enormous amount to me coming from the Academy.
Thank you.
227 right down in front, then we'll go to 142.
Hi, Ted from ETV. Congratulations. You did such a great job of channeling the independent Hepburn. What do you think her opinion would have been of the great pressure for women and men to alter their appearances with plastic surgery and Botox today, and what's your opinion?
Well, I think that she is one actress who has, the thing I find singularly inspiring about Hepburn is the longevity of her career and the way she aged so gracefully. And I think that is something that doesn't happen so much. There's an enormous pressure on women today to alter their appearances to get work, and I think that she would have found that absolutely abhorrent. And she was a very emancipated woman. Her mother was friends with Emmeline Pankhurst, so I think it was in her blood to be independent and an individual thinker. And I think that within the aesthetic homogeneity really that's around at the moment, I think that it's really important for women to claim their individuality.
And men?
And men, yeah.
So down from the 146, then we'll go back to 44, and then Jeannie, you'll be last.
42. Hi, Claudia DeFalco, MSNBC.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Had you met Kate, what would you have wanted to ask her?
What was in the glass that she was drinking?
What do you think it was?
I don't know. I probably would have asked her about the moment in The Woman of the Year, which I found one of the most intimate moments in any of the films that I watched. The first film she made with Spencer Tracy, where they were getting a little bit inebriated. And the whole texture of her performance changed in that moment. So I probably would have wanted to ask about that, how she approached each role, because she was a very athletic, physical woman. That was something that I was very interested in trying to capture, was just her athleticism and her, her physicality, how she would throw herself. She's a very brave woman. So I probably would have asked about her approach to roles.
You had conversations with her family members. What was that like? What kind of
Not
things
before.
did you ask?
No, I was very, having played people who, like say with Veronica Guerin, who was shot, I was very cognizant that I didn't want to impinge upon her family's very present grief. And I was very reticent to contact the family unless they wanted to contact me. And so I've met them subsequent. And I can understand. I mean, Cynthia McFadden, for one, didn't want to go and see the film because she just didn't want to know. And so the fact that she was dragged kicking and screaming to see it, and then she was pleased with what I had done, meant an enormous amount to me.
44, and then last we'll end in the front.
Kate, Robert Lucetish from The Australian. How are
Hello,
you?
I'm good.
Hello.
Very good, as a matter of fact.
Kate, your temperament is much more that of an actor and less of a movie star. Do you think that an Oscar...
Oh, darling, you've caught me on the wrong day.
Is that what it is? Do you think the Oscar will change?
Will change my... Absolutely, you asshole.
Well, describe. Discuss.
No, I mean, I was an actor who was trained at a theatre school, and theatre is my first love, so it was a real... The more films I make, the more educated I become in the medium, and certainly working with Martin Scorsese was an absolute minute-by-minute education, without him ever being grandiose about it. He's one of the most generous directors I've ever worked with. So... For me, I can't believe that I'm standing here, having come, from the theatre and constantly returning to it. So I can't remember what you asked me. There's something about me becoming a diva. Just you wait.
Jeannie McEachran, 226.
I know awards, you've had so much fun this award season, but don't you get caught up in it when everyone says, oh, you're going to win, you're the only champion, that kind of thing? And do you feel like you're carrying the whole country of Australia on your shoulders? You're the Australian nominee.
Oh, I'm not so grandiose to think of myself that way. I never turned down anyone's goodwill, and I think there's a lot more going on in Australia than whether or not I win an Oscar. I think my mum will be very pleased. What did you ask me?
Do you get caught up in it? Everyone's playing you the front runner.
No. Well, I don't have a sense of entitlement. And, I don't feel that I deserve this any more than any of the other people in my category. I've never felt that way about it. And, I think this can turn into a bit of an Olympic event. And so it's really nice to go through it with, all these girls, and you see one another, and it's actually, you'd be surprised how, the lack of competition. I think a lot of that's imposed from the outside.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Can I have my champagne now? Okay. Thanks, guys.